guys, Dan back again with another video, and today we are back to continue Psycho Pass. We got another 4 episodes. That's what you guys voted for. I of course did a poll and everything, and yeah, it seems like another 4 episodes is great. So yeah, we might even just do 4 episodes and just keep doing that until the end. I'll probably, just keep doing polls and stuff, but yeah, we're back with some more, obviously, man, this show is it's just amazing. It's definitely, my favorite show that I'm doing right now. I don't even think it's close, this show is, I don't know, it's just so amazing, man. Last set was, I genuinely think every episode was amazing. I think obviously where we ended up, it's been quite a while, it's been probably over a week, but we left off really strongly as well. It was a really intense last scene, but just in general, last episode, and I just failed to see how we're going to stop our guy here. Admittedly, I did not grab I'm gonna real quick do that because yeah, I need the names. Alrighty, we are back, and yeah, I just don't see how we stop Cosima. I just think he's a genius. I mean, I think that's obvious. I think everyone would agree with me on that. He's definitely a genius. And of course, I mentioned in the last video, I think towards the end, but I'm wondering when the meeting is gonna be. You know what I mean? The thing that we got literally in the first scene of the first episode. It could be in this video. It could be. I'm not sure. It could be in the towards the end, but it's just gonna be insane. To see them face off. Obviously, of course, Kogami is figuring it out. Slowly. It's still gonna. I mean, no, not really. He pretty much already figured it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're just gonna see what happens. That's another reason why, it could be in this video, because, he already figured it out, so it's gonna be insane. I think those two are just the best characters in the series right now. It's their entire, just, I don't know, their entire storyline is just the most interesting part of the series, and it's just every time we get a piece of that, it's just amazing. So yeah, obviously everything else is great. Kane's great. I'm still not sure, who's my favorite character, or I don't know. It's tough. It might be Kogami, to be fair, but they're all great. I love all of them. Even Genosa's great. He's great too. He's underrated, in my opinion. But yeah, man, that was just brutal. That last scene. We could go. Good lord. Man, yeah. Let's just do this. Let's check out episode 9. In 3, 2, 1. And play.
Why do you find it?
1 second. I feel like this has happened once before, but yeah. Let me. There you go. Alright. I'm gonna just go back and play.
Why do you find it so necessary to use students here as the subjects for your art?
Because this is an all-girl boarding school. What are your thoughts on Oso Academy's curriculum, Mr. Makashima?
Darn it, we almost had them. I already had the guys put Rikako Oreo on the wanted list. We'll get her soon enough.
She's dead.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, he beat me to it. Yeah.
Come with me. We gotta talk.
Oh, those two's interactions are great, too.
Well, what is it?
Yeah, well,
Get a problem
did
with me,
he,
spit it out.
does he agree with him, or?
I'm sorry, Kogami. I was the one
Wow,
who got
he
emotional on
does.
this case, and you weren't deluding yourself.
He was
about
right.
it either.
You see how he was right? There you go.
Don't worry about it. If you took
I knew he was
everything your
gonna
enforcer
apologize.
said as gospel, you wouldn't be a very good inspector. I mean, you're supposed to be skeptical, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It's like my praised tail brushed my nose as he ran right by me. But you know, for the first time in a long while, I actually feel good.
Yeah, it's clear to tell. I mean, he's basically, you know, figuring out the thing that is a lifelong objective for him. You know what I mean? He's been trying to deal with this for his entire life, so it makes sense to feel good about it. You know, now I'm really worried, you know, I'm just really worried about him because we'll see, but I don't know. Paradise, okay. Back here again.
Nice.
Have you decided?
Yep. Would you please tag this outfit combination as one of my favorites?
Roger that! Oh! You got a hot date tonight!
It's not like that.
Hollow team, use the pattern we agreed on yesterday.
Sure. Sorry, not feeling it now. I'm worried our viewers might think it's a little tacky.
Well, there are plenty of different patterns we could try.
How about bringing a gift? I have some choices for you. Also, I can arrange a pretty flower bouquet.
Candy, it's not a date. Cancel action, delete memory.
As you wish, Akane. Speculation macro
Nice.
reset.
Turn on some news.
The Ministry of Welfare just flagged a video as recommended.
Sure, that's fine.
All right.
Today I'm talking with Toyohisa Senguji, a pioneer of body cyberization and chairman of Tato Construction, which specializes in underground redevelopment.
My pleasure to be here today.
Recent years have seen the use of cyborg technology in all branches of medicine become affordable and accepted. But it still can be a bit unsettling to meet someone like Mr. Senguji, whose body is entirely cyborg save for his brain and central nervous system.
It remains a mystery to me
That is
why
horrifying.
people refuse to recognize just how limiting their natural biology can be.
Limiting is a strong word.
The ancient
I was about to
philosopher
say that.
Plato once said, "Our souls are imprisoned in our bodies."
Wow, you look like you're in a bad mood already, Mr. Kogami.
That thing tried to bite me because I tried to have a cigarette.
Wow.
What's your problem?
That robot touched a nerve with you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What? Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I was fighting with Candy this morning.
It's enabled me to experience all sorts of new activities in my life. I honestly never expected that beating the disease of aging would bring me this kind of happiness. But that's something a person can't understand until they embrace a cyborg body.
Sir, even with all our advances, I understand that the human brain cannot live
Sure.
beyond 150 years.
Yep.
Being able to fully cyberize a brain for an infinite lifespan may prove to be beyond science's reach.
Uh-huh.
Long as I keep my brain stimulated, I'll be able to squeeze plenty of life from it. Enough, I believe, for them to find a
I don't know about that.
cyberization breakthrough in the meantime.
Now I see. If that happens while you're still alive.
That's right. I'll have achieved immortality.
Man, is this guy...
The Old Testament tells
Now
us that
I'm
God
always
created
paranoid
man in
because-
his own image. Don't you think it's time for us humans to take some of God's power for ourselves?
Do you think eternal life's worth it if it means you have to become a cyborg?
I don't really
It's a good
care.
question, but...
Life as a latent criminal isn't something you like to think about going on forever.
Yeah.
But it It's always possible the social
For
system
you
will
guys,
continue
it'd be different,
evolving,
of course.
and one day latent criminals will have more rights.
I'm starting to see why your psychopath is always clear.
But
According to a recent survey, a supermajority of respondents said they'd be uncomfortable with any more than 50% of their bodies being replaced with cybernetics.
that's fair.
I understand the hesitance the public still has on
What
this
is
issue.
this guy? Dude, he's totally
But we're
working
all
for
more
him. I
machine
know
than
he
we
is.
realize. Take you, for instance. You're already
He's
quite the
totally working
cyborg.
for him.
Mr. Senguji, I assure you I have no artificial arms, legs, eyes, or other body parts.
But you do carry around a portable information terminal, don't you?
Well, yes. But doesn't everyone?
And a costume device?
Dude,
Of
what?
course.
And your home's functions are all fully automated with an AI secretary, yes?
Yes.
So what would happen to you if all your settings and data in those devices were to be lost in some kind of disaster?
I guess. I wouldn't be able to do any work until they were restored.
When you hand over so much of your life and work to digital devices, the insistence you're not a cyborg doesn't sound very convincing anymore, now does it? For you, all these terminals and AI programs are practically a second brain. Am I right? It's said the arc of progress is the expansion of the body's functionality. That means man's history is also the history of cyberization, and vice versa. Like I said, we're more machine than we think.
Hello? It's Kogami.
All right, hold on.
I don't see much environment hollow in use here.
Because that stuff irritates the hell out of him. Professor Saiga, it's been a while.
Stop calling me Professor.
Hey.
Don't you know how many years it's been since I quit?
Damn.
And this beauty must be?
Akane Tsunemori. I'm an inspector with the MWPSB. Nice to meet you, sir.
You are welcome to come inside, detectives.
Alright.
Is coffee okay?
Sure.
Yes, please.
That's good, because coffee's all I got. Inspector Akane Tsunemori.
Yes, sir.
Are you from Chiba?
I am, actually.
I assume you've got a decent amount of natural athletic skill then. And yet I wonder why. You can't swim.
But
What?
I can tell your mother and father are still
Wow.
alive and healthy.
What the
Though they
hell?
are worrying about when their only daughter's going to find a boyfriend and settle down.
How'd you...
And they don't like you
What the
working
hell?
for the
How?
MWPSB, do they? And one of your grandparents, your grandma,
whoa.
she was affectionate with you. You think of yourself as a grandma's girl. Which is good, because
What
it's a
the hell?
scientific
This
fact
guy.
that the more time you spend with the elderly as a child, the better your relationships will be with hollow avatar AIs as an adult. That's the pattern you fit, Miss Tsunemori.
Yeah.
He
You're sharper
doesn't
than
know
ever,
what to
Mr.
say.
Saiga.
How do
Yeah,
you
even though you quit.
read people like that?
It's simple observation, my dear. People manifest hundreds of signs or tells about themselves subconsciously.
I mean,
Once you
yeah,
know what
of
to look
course.
for, reading those tells and filling in the blanks becomes second nature.
Mr. Joji Saiga, I understand you're also an expert in clinical psychology.
I started in that career, yes. But as I spent more time assisting police investigations, my interest naturally turned to criminology and profiling.
I need your help.
Of course. What is it I can do for you?
I'd like you to give Inspector Tsunemori a crash course on your skills.
Mainly your profiling. They say it's outdated, but it seems to
didn't
have
really
value.
seem to
Watching
like
you
that.
work is just... I mean, you've made me very interested.
I haven't seen such passion in a long time. This could be fun. So, anything else?
I was hoping you've kept a complete list of all the students who've attended your courses over the years.
Is that an order from the
Oh,
MWPSB?
okay, that's
No,
what we're...
It's
Okay.
a personal request.
Okay, I like
Good,
it.
because if it was an order,
I don't know
I'd
if his
flat
name's
out
gonna be there,
refuse.
but
Who are you looking for?
it's a good idea to
A guy who
try.
I'm pretty sure is the worst criminal since the creation
Yep.
of the Sybil system.
You're being
Yes.
serious.
He's
Yes.
proven to be exceptionally
It's
smart,
not even close. He's
genius,
by far.
and he must be physically fit.
Yep.
His greatest skill, though, is his charisma. He rarely gets his
Sure.
hands dirty. Instead, he brainwashes and manipulates others into
Yeah,
murdering
really
for him.
manipulative, yeah.
Think of him as a music conductor orchestrating one murder after another.
Good way to
Kogami,
put it.
define charisma for me, please.
Innate appeal, a personality trait that can convince others to do things.
I'll give that answer a B. There are 3 elements that comprise charisma. As you
Alright.
said, there's the innate appeal often found in leaders. There's also a power to make others feel good simply by being in your presence. And finally, there's the ability to talk confidently about all things with all people. Of these 3 different elements, which does he possess the most?
I would say this guy's got all those traits in
Yeah,
abundance.
it's kind of hard to say.
This is Yukimori Shibata, an art teacher at Oso Academy. Or rather, this is the real Shibata. In reality, he's an old man in a nursing home who's never had any kind of connection to the academy. The
Alright.
mastermind we're after stole the old man's name and background to get a job at the school.
Pretty crafty of him to steal a real
Sure,
ID
yeah.
instead of trying to create a new one from scratch.
The guy hid in plain sight working as a teacher. I can't decide whether that's brilliant or stupid.
About that, sir. All the
It's a bit
school's
of both.
video was destroyed. The only thing we were able to piece back together was a short sound file. That left 2 ways to image him. Create an old school photo fit picture or bring in a composite artist. Needless to say, we tried both methods.
And it sounds like neither worked.
No.
So we're back to square one. Our only image is a blurry photo Satsuyama took years ago.
Did you at least get something out of it?
Yes, of course.
Sure.
He's a fantastic teacher. In fact, I don't get why his lectures aren't in the MWPSB archives.
They would never do that.
What's the real story with him?
Yeah,
It was
obviously,
back when
yeah,
the
there's
university
something.
system still existed alongside the Sybil system.
Okay.
Saiga's criminology courses were specifically set up to train investigators. One day they found a big problem. The hues of his students became clouded, and their crime coefficient saw a big jump.
Oh.
Relax, not for every student. One-on-one lectures like yours today are fine. And
Yeah.
besides, your hue's impossible to cloud anyway.
Yeah, but to think listening to a guy speak could raise your crime coefficient.
Yeah,
Say
that
there's
is
a
pretty
dark swamp
crazy
and
to
you
think
can't
about.
see the bottom. If you want to know what's down there, you gotta jump. Mr. Saiga can handle it because he swims down there all the time. But for most of his students, it's a new experience, and they can't
Yep.
always surface safely. They can't handle what's in the swamp.
You seem like someone who could dive in, touch the bottom, and come back without a scratch.
Thanks, but I doubt that. If you were to ask our dear friend the Sybil system, I'd hit the black mud and never come back.
What kind of animal do you think is the most cunning and has
There
the
he
lowest
is.
risk of
There
going
he
extinct,
is.
no matter how many are hunted and killed?
Oh
That can only
shit,
be
we're getting a
man.
flashback. Okay.
That was too easy for you. Nowadays, it's hard for the common citizen to get a hunting license. Makishima, I appreciate your company.
That pipe of yours, that's not ivory, is it?
I suppose I haven't shown it to you yet. Excluding the mouthpiece, this pipe is made from Rikako Oreo's bones.
Oh.
When I inhale it like
Great,
this,
great. I knew he was. I knew it.
my mind feels as sharp as a young man's again. It's like I'm breathing in the souls of my
This
terrified
every
friends
single
and my
person we
feet
meet has a
on their life
connection to him. I swear.
Obviously, you've overcome your body's aging. Your only
Yep.
worry left is your mind.
That's exactly
Sure.
correct. To maintain a healthy mind and body requires some sacrifices. Particularly the lives of others. Unfortunately, many of those seeking eternal life neglect feeding their minds in favor of keeping their bodies young. This has one result: a long life as beautiful zombies. It's a rather foolish end, don't you think?
The thrill you get from a successful hunt. It's like a reward for coming face to face with death and surviving.
You're quite right. In hunting, the more dangerous your prey, the more potent the stimulation your brain gets from killing it.
Then I have good news for you. I think I can arrange for your next prey to be the most potent yet.
Go on.
He's an enforcer.
How intriguing.
Whoa.
His name is...
So much for that. I thought for sure we'd find something
This is about to get real.
Attendee list.
That's how it goes.
Man.
But as long as Makashima's alive, he must be leaving some kind of trail.
I heard you took Inspector Tsunemori to meet with Joji Saiga today.
Yeah?
I asked Kogami to take me there, sir.
What are you thinking, Kogami? Trying to drag her down into the mud? Make her someone who gives it all up to be a latent criminal like you?
Hey, that's not true. And I don't want you treating me like a child.
That is exactly what you are! A clueless, naive child! Why do you think we have different classifications for inspectors and enforcers? It's to lower the risk of a healthy person's psychopath becoming clouded during a criminal investigation. We have latent criminals with no hope of returning to society do our dirty work. That way, Inspector, you can fulfill your duty and protect your mind.
That doesn't sound like teamwork. Is our job to solve crimes or to protect our own psychopaths? Just tell me what's important so I know.
Akane, are you trying to throw away your career? You're gonna sacrifice everything you've built so far? For what?
Sir, it's true that I'm a rookie, and I do have great respect for your seniority. But don't forget, I'm still an inspector, and we're on equal footing in terms of rank. I can manage my hue just fine, thank you. Just because you're my senior doesn't give you the right to keep embarrassing me in the workplace, or to question my psychopaths and abilities in front of our enforcers. I can't believe his nerve.
Whoa, where are you going?
To file a complaint with the bureau chief.
Any chance you'll let me talk you out of that, Missy?
Try.
Gino's his father. Well, poor guy's a latent criminal.
What?
Gino's was a little kid when they first put the civil system into operation. In those early days, rumors about latent criminals spread around the country like wildfire, causing mass panic. If anyone showed a high crime coefficient, that was enough for their whole family to get treated as if they were all latent criminals. Can't imagine being a kid and going through something like that. When a detective immerses himself in a case, sooner or later the civil system will start keeping an eye on him, too. Most think of criminals and cops as opposites, but they're actually on the same wave. Now we've got the enforcer and inspector arrangement to minimize risk, but in the early days, many detectives saw themselves classified as latent criminals. Gino's dad was one of those unlucky detectives.
I never knew that.
This is why he comes down so hard on those he thinks are unnecessarily risking their use. Happened with his old partner, Kogami.
Yes, I'm aware.
Ginoza feels he was betrayed twice. First by his father, then by his best friend. This is why he acts the way he does towards you. He doesn't want it to ever happen again.
But does he have to be a jerk?
He wants to protect
No, you're right, he doesn't. But Missy, you got lots of friends and family back home, don't you?
Yeah.
Times have changed some, but one thing's certain. If your psychopath ever comes up clouded, the people you care about will still suffer. That's why we enforcers are here, to help you avoid that.
Does Mr. Kogami see his enforcer job the same way that you do?
He used to, but now, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares about anything beyond finding
he's
Makishima
fixated
and
about
getting his
one thing.
revenge.
I'm afraid I won't capture him alive. Is that
Holy
okay?
shit.
Why, yes, of
The
course.
next episode.
I expect nothing less from you.
I should mention something I don't think you've noticed.
Okay.
Shinya Kogami. Whenever you mention him in conversation, you get such an amused look on your face.
Oh man. Oh man, this is... I'm gonna just lower it. This is... Oh man, next episode. Next episode is gonna be... Are we actually gonna get it? It's possible. It's definitely possible. Ugh. It just gets better and better with every episode, you know what I mean? Man, Kogami, man. He really is just focused on one thing. But can you blame him? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was episode number 9 of Psychopaths. And it was just as good as the one before, and the next episode is just gonna be... Oh man. The next episode is just gonna be the greatest thing ever. It's just gonna be... Man. I really appreciate how they're bringing everything together, you know what I mean? Even the... I'm not gonna remember his name, but the guy, you know, the cyborg and everything. You know, obviously, of course, you know, we saw him before, you know, just, you know, talking to Makishima, but now, you know, bringing that together and everything, and that whole just cyborg, you know, point of view, you know what I mean, perspective, you know, and of course, you know, bringing that back to Makishima, and, you know, that last scene too, where, you know, man, this is just gonna be insane, you know, the two of them facing off. And yeah, I'm worried, I'm not gonna lie, I am worried, you know. I really appreciate how, you know, they're telling the story, you know, in a way, you know, they're telling the story in the point of view of Akane, you know what I mean? Her basically learning everything about the career, and, you know, just going through everything, you know, the good, the bad, and, you know, obviously, you know, of course, learning more about everyone around her and everything, you know, everything that they've gone through as well. So, you know, I really appreciate that, you know, because, you know, it's just, it's reality, you know what I mean? When someone, you know, it could be any career, you know what I mean? They would go through, obviously, you know, it wouldn't be to this extent, you know what I mean? An average career wouldn't be this intense or anything, but, you know, I still, you know, appreciate it because, you know, it really is just a normal thing, you know what I mean, to go through hardships and everything and learn more about just how to, you know, not, you know, like Inoza said, you know, not, you know, are you trying to lose your career, you know what I mean? And, you know, of course, getting that backstory as well with his dad, you know, that added a lot to his character as well, because, you know, we in a way got to understand, you know, why he acts the way he does. And, you know, like Akane does, you know, like Akane said, you know, he doesn't have to be so, you know, aggressive, I guess. You know, I don't know, you know, you guys know what I mean, but, you know, at the same time, you know, you gotta understand, you know, everything that he's been through, you know, of course, his father, and of course, you know, the whole, you know, latent criminal, you know, everything with that was great to, you know, understand as well. You know, obviously back then, unfortunately, that was another thing that happened, and of course, you know, you know, his father was a victim of that, you know what I mean, and, you know, of course, you know, like I said, you know, it doesn't justify, you know, for his actions, but, you know, it allows for you to, for Akane and us to just understand him more, you know, have a better perspective of everything. But yeah, the guy was, it was Joji, I think it was. I'm just gonna list that down because, I mean, I could just call him Joji, right? That should be, I mean, I don't know, I don't even know if we're gonna get him again for a while. We might, though. Yeah, so that was interesting, you know, obviously going there. That was really smart from Kogami. Really smart to, you know, go there and try to, you know, maybe, well, I mean, he asked him, he didn't really answer, did he? Because we more so talked about, you know, we more so had a conversation, you know, with Akane and him, but, you know, in terms of Makushima, we didn't really get anything, you know what I mean? But I do feel like he definitely, yeah, it has to be. I mean, if you turn out to be that much of a genius, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way he doesn't even, you know what I mean? There's no way he doesn't even have a connection or anything to Joji, but, you know, it would have been interesting for sure to, you know, maybe find his name or something, you know what I mean, to, man, this is destiny, it's just destiny, you know what I mean, the both of them have to meet, and yeah, let's do it, man, let's just do it, there's nothing else to say, let's just jump into episode number 10. I am not sure if I'm gonna have time to, you know, do this whole video. I'm not even, I don't know, we'll see, but, you know, I'm gonna try to, because I love this show, and it's just such a pleasure to be doing this with you guys, and yeah, I hope you're enjoying the reactions, but yeah, I'm gonna make a cut, and then yeah, we'll be back with episode number 10. Alrighty guys, we are back and we're ready to jump into episode number 10, so let's do just that in 3, 2, 1, and play. Um, 3 a.m. Man, that's rough. What could that possibly be? Oh. I kind of want to... Alright. Interesting. Okay. I'm not gonna go back. I definitely considered it, but it's fine. I managed to read most of it. Of course, you guys can, you know, go back if you would like to, but I managed to catch most of it, so it's fine. Methuselah's
I
game.
haven't heard anything from her since that evening.
Okay.
Kaori says she hasn't been able to reach her since yesterday either.
Ooh.
Oh yes,
That's
of course.
kinda worrying,
I'll let you know
but...
right away if anything comes up. Take care.
So she's not back at her parents' place then?
Yeah, that was a dead end.
Could she be playing a prank?
No, I mean, Yuki may tease me from time to time, but I don't think that she'd ever take anything this
Yeah.
far.
Yeah,
Just
I
going to that
agree.
location and scoping things out is our best move.
Sorry to drag you into this on your
Nah,
day
it's
off.
alright.
It's okay.
Come
Did I
on.
cross a line mixing business with personal?
We'll be fine as long as Gino doesn't find out.
Yeah. If he finds out,
Friend of
you
yours,
know, we'll have
she usually
issues,
hang
but
out in places like this?
Not at all.
yeah. I don't think
This
anyone
is getting
does.
pretty strange.
Yeah.
It's definitely strange. I have no doubt this is a trap. You're being
I think
targeted.
so. Yeah.
Wait, I am? By who?
There it is.
Can you think of any enemies you've made?
No way, I never make enemies.
That's true.
You
She's
do
very
realize
kind.
you're a detective now, right?
Oh great, thanks. Now you're gonna give me that too?
In any case, I'll go
Minos.
in and check it out. You wait here.
Ooh,
But if this
I don't
is
know
a
about
trap,
that.
you'll be in danger.
That's why you stay out. If we both got snagged in there, no one would know we were in trouble.
Should we call for
But
backup
splitting
now,
up
just
is
in
not
case?
really the best idea.
If you feel that's necessary. But first, I need permission to carry.
Sure.
Alright.
This is Akane Tsunemori, requesting permission for an enforcer to carry arms.
Voice print and ID confirmed. Level 2 equipment use granted.
I'll leave the navigation to you.
Alright.
You've got the location map, right?
Yeah. The data's a little old, but should still work. Do you see anything?
Oh god, we're about to...
Nope.
Are we about to find something disturbing, or...
In the back there.
Say again?
In the back there, it's a dead end.
What the hell?
Mr. Kogami? Mr. Kogami?
Yeah, he can't hear you anymore.
Wait a minute. What is that? What's going on here?
Inspector?
What the fuck?
What's wrong? Come in.
I can hear you just fine. Keep moving forward.
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Let's continue in 3, 2, 1, and play. Yeah, really weird spot,
It's an
right?
abandoned subway line. You should check the train cars. Mr. Kogami, can you hear me? Oh no,
No,
please
you
come
lost
in.
him.
Inspector! What's happening?
It's an abandoned subway line. You should check the train cars.
What the hell? It has to be a trap, right? I mean, he's literally baiting him to be. What the fuck?
It's okay. I'm MWPSB.
What the hell?
And you are?
I'm Yuki Funohara.
You're Akane
Oh, alright.
Tsunemori's friend.
Yeah,
Sure.
how did you know that?
I work with her.
Not good. Looks like the whole bottom level's been flooded. And from the smell, I'd say that's contaminated water mixed with liquid waste. Something like that gets dumped on you, you're in for a bad day.
Yeah, but
Sure.
I was tracking Mr. Kogami and he's already moved beyond that point. Actually, he went back even farther, going straight through a wall.
Sounds like the navigator went screwy.
It might be a software issue, not the hardware. Since this area has been redeveloped so many times, there's no real way of knowing if the data we have matches current conditions.
If anyone was deceived here, wasn't it really you? And you alone, Inspector? Kogami managed to escape your surveillance and his location is now unknown.
Sure.
Don't you think
It's your
it's
fault.
possible he might have staged this from the start? All so that he could make a break for it?
Missy, suppose we trust the navigator instead of this expired map data. Do you at least know which direction Kogami was headed in? Or did his signal
think
show
so.
any kind of strange movements?
Well, yeah, now that you mention
course.
it, all of a sudden his signal had started moving rapidly in a straight line.
Yeah.
That's it. He must have gotten in a vehicle. Isn't there a subway line somewhere around
Close
here?
enough, but
One that
not
runs
not quite.
north-south?
Wait, let me check. Yeah, there is. It was called the Ginza Line, but it was
There you go.
discontinued 60 years ago.
60 years ago.
I'm guessing it wasn't you who sent Akane that email, was it?
What email? What's going on here? And what the hell am I doing on an old subway car?
It appears that someone must have abducted you and brought you down here.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly
you
what
don't
happened.
remember anything?
I don't know. I got home after working overtime. I took a warm bath and went straight to bed. And when I woke up, I was where you found me.
Huh.
Who would do this?
I think you were used as bait to lure Inspector Tsunemori to this place. Wait, no.
Or you. It could.
It's an abandoned subway line.
Huh.
You should check the train cars.
Hey, is that Akane?
It's a fake assembled from voice samples. Well made, but definitely fake. They must have known that she wouldn't be the one to come down here to investigate. They were counting on someone else doing it instead.
You know exactly who it is.
And their target was never Tsunemori. Does that mean they're after me?
It is.
Did we just stop?
Guess that means they want us to get off.
Where are we?
They're jamming the signal. Seems like they're trying to isolate us from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Now they want us to go
Man,
through
this
there?
is the most just
I hate having to do what they
mastermind
tell us
plan,
to.
isn't it?
At this point, I don't see other options.
What's that?
Follow me! The hell is this?
Dude, this music. There he is.
So
Of
far,
course,
it's all going
of
as
course.
planned. And these two seem especially quick to
Good
pick up
lord.
on things, don't they? The smarter the prey, the more enjoyable the hunt.
That's excellent. Looks like this
Sure.
game will be one worth watching from the bleacher seats.
Then perhaps you might
This
like to take
game?
part in
What
the
the
hunt for a
fuck is?
change.
What are
I
they
have a
about to
vested
do?
interest in what transpires during this particular excursion, so it'd be best if I merely observed as a third party.
What is this? What is this show?
What are those?
Chemical lights.
But wouldn't a normal flashlight work better?
If you're holding on to a light source, you'll be an easy target in the dark. Besides, these serve as a sign we've been down this path.
Mm-hmm.
Is Akane's job dangerous like this?
Yeah, it's gotten really bad lately.
I guess all this time I should have tried to take her concerns more seriously.
She's MWPSB. She can't discuss details of her job with civilians.
Mm-hmm.
Is she doing okay at work?
She has faith. I'll definitely say that. She has an intuitive understanding of what it means to be a detective, and if there's one thing this world desperately needs more of, it's people like her.
It's true.
She was always
She's
special,
great.
even when we were in school together. No matter how bad the problem was, as soon as she'd intervene, it would get resolved. I wonder about the other people with the clearest psychopath hues. Do you think they're amazing as friends like she is? Wait a minute. Are you the bad boy subordinate Akane says always leaves her to total loss?
So that's how she talks about me. Huh? Interesting.
Apparently so.
What? What's the matter?
A trap.
Oh god.
Even their traps are old-fashioned.
Yeah.
They've sure got interesting taste.
Look at that. A little to the right, from the floor you just checked. The same bag we saw earlier.
Hold
No,
it!
no, no. Yeah, you do not want to. Holy shit. I don't know how he's doing this stuff. Is this the game they were talking about? They're just gonna run and
I
then
just saw someone.
Yeah, now I know what's going on. We've been lured into
you know
a
exactly
fox
what's going on.
Fox
There you go.
Those drones act like hunting dogs. When the prey gets scared and runs, then the hunter takes his shot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're the foxes here.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Don't panic. Don't get scared. Just remain calm and look for a way out. If we freak out, we play into their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that bag?
Here. What's that?
Portable transponder. We can
Okay.
communicate with
Yeah, I was
this
about to
even if
say,
they're
is it
jamming the
a
signal.
walkie-talkie or
Call for help
something?
now?
Well, we could, if it wasn't missing the battery and the antenna. I'm gonna go create a distraction. Just keep your head down and wait here.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know about this,
We
but
don't stand a chance against two foxhounds, unless I can take at least one down. They'll surround us, and then we'll really be done for.
question is how are you gonna take him down though? Dude, he was surprised. He was like, whoa. Yeah, no, he's way more badass than he thought. Nice job that he did get one.
I got one of them. And now,
Nice job.
all I need's the antenna.
He's a cunning one.
I know, right?
He may be
More
just
cunning
a
than you
fox,
thought.
But that still makes him a canine. Or perhaps a
Sure.
member of the wolf family.
Mr. Makishima, I'm starting to suspect you've introduced some additional plot twists into this game, unbeknownst to me. Am I
Of
correct
course.
in thinking this?
Are you really
The man
surprised? This is
confronted
him.
with fear. His very soul is tested. Everything that he was born to seek, everything that he was born to achieve, his true nature will be revealed quite clearly.
Was that intended to mock me?
It's not just this Kogami I have my eyes on. I'm interested in you as well,
Of
Mr.
course.
Senguji.
Are you really surprised,
An
man?
unforeseen
It's
situation,
Makishima.
an unexpected turn of events. In the wake of such moments, you too will be forced to face your true self. I know that that is the
Whoa.
thrill and experience you've really been chasing here.
Indeed. You know, I have to say I don't really mind this habit of yours of observing others from on high.
And now, Shinya Kogami. Let's see if you will come to understand the true meaning of this game.
Ooh, okay.
I can't run.
We're nearing the end of the episode, so
I can't. I
Um,
just can't. Hey, are you listening?
Sorry, I was lost in thought.
Oh, please just say something. Anything. When you're quiet, you can be a little creepy. You know that?
yeah,
I was thinking,
it's fair, but
with you as bait, they knew they'd lure in Akane, but they counted on her enlisting me to come look for you in her place. They had it all worked
a few
out
steps
to set
ahead.
this up.
So it's really you they wanted to play this game with all along, isn't it? Huh, which means that I'm just... Damn it! I'm just some stupid pawn in all this?
I think that's right. Once that email was sent from your account last night to bring us here, you'd no longer be necessary to them. So why did they bring you down here and put you on that subway car?
I think I know. Doesn't my being here make it much more difficult for you to run away from them?
It's true. You always have to
I'm the only
protect
thing
her.
holding you back, even as we speak. If I wasn't here, you'd be making a clean break for it right now, wouldn't you? It's fine. Just do what you have to do. This sucks.
The Fox Hunt. It isn't just a one-sided game now.
Yeah.
With this, I think they're hinting that I've got a chance to win too. In other words, I'm being tested. And whether or not I abandon you, I bet that decision's one of the keys to winning this game.
Yeah.
Hey, take off your clothes.
What? Right here in the middle of all this? Are you out of your damn mind?
Just give them to me.
Not
This
not
is
quite
insane.
what you think
you
it
got a
is.
screw loose or something.
If you want to make it out of here alive, then strip.
Can't believe the MWPSB hires pervs like you.
Not quite.
What? What are you looking at?
Wouldn't you normally match your underwear?
That's weird. But why would...
That
I'll
is
need those
yeah. What the?
You can at least look the other way.
Sure.
And there we have it. The last item we needed to beat the game was hidden right there on you.
Yeah.
It's the transponder's missing antenna.
Hey, there it is.
I'm seeing some pretty heavy jamming throughout this area right here, though the range is limited.
All right.
Where's the source of the jamming?
It's coming from the southwest, but looking at the map, there shouldn't be anything in that whole section.
All right, let's go ahead and set up a relay base right here. Don't trust the map data. Check every single gap and corner thoroughly. Also, as soon as you see Kogami, shoot him with the Dominator. There's no need to warn him.
But we
Well,
still
alright.
don't know if he was actually trying to run away.
The Sybil system will make that determination for us.
Sure.
If he did nothing wrong, then his crime coefficient will be the same as the last time you shot him. And the
Sure.
paralyzer mode will knock him out.
But if he really wanted to fly the coop, then it'll mercilessly go into eliminator mode. That's it.
Oh God.
Yes, well, the cymatic scan is never wrong. It will reveal Kogami's true intentions.
Are you really saying you'd be okay with killing him? You used to be his friend, didn't you?
If he does end up dying, Inspector Tsunemori, it'll be due to your poor supervision.
Oh. You said it.
If
I
you
said
had
it
any
earlier
control
too.
over
You know,
Kogami,
it was
then we
in
wouldn't
a
be
way
in this
her
position
fault.
of having to potentially kill the man. Tell me, how does it feel knowing someone could die because of your incompetence?
Oh. Oh.
All right, Inspector. That's enough.
Yeah.
don't you think?
Exactly.
You're being a little hard on the girl.
It's from Kogami.
Run a trace on my location. We have a code 108 in progress, requesting immediate backup. I repeat, we have a code.
Send in the drones!
We don't know the right path.
Just pick them at random! And make sure at least one of those drones reaches him!
What the hell?
Hold on, Kogami. We're coming.
What the hell? That really? That's how we ended? Really? Is that actually how we're gonna end it? What a cliffhanger, what the hell? Huh. Yeah, the visuals are totally different. I'm pretty sure they are for each one. You know what I mean? The visuals are, you know, for the outro and stuff. I don't think they're different for the intro, but what the hell? Interesting. I mean, obviously, you know, we were nearing the end of the episode, and you know, I was a little bit confused. You know, how are we gonna wrap this up in time? And then, yeah, we kind of just, you know, left it off there. And then, yeah, you know, obviously, once the next one starts, we'll just, you know, pick up where we left off and just, you know, continue from there. But, you know, even I'm not so sure, you know, what you know, Marcus Shima's trying to do now, because, you know, obviously they figured it out. You know, Kogami, being as intelligent as he is, you know, managed to figure it out. So it seems like, you know, they of course got to, you know, of course, yeah, all they needed was the antenna, and now they have communication, which is massive. So obviously, you know, Makishima said that, you know, this is the, you know, point where he sees if Kogami's able to get out of the situation. I guess that was the test, of course. That was, you know, he was trying to, you know, test him to see if he can figure everything out. It seems like he did, so I guess they're just gonna get out now. You know, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the guy, right? With the cyborg, because, you know, I'm gonna assume, you know, he's gonna be the one at the end to cause a little bit of trouble, you know, to not allow them to get out easily. They will probably get out, but, you know, for a second I really thought we were gonna, you know, lose one of them. You know what I mean? I thought we were gonna lose. Was it Yuki? I think it was, right? I thought we were gonna lose her because, you know, she was honestly, you know, thinking about, you know, sacrificing herself, you know, so that he can, you know, leave, because, you know, she thought that she was holding him back in a way. But, you know, of course that didn't happen, and, you know, of course, Wakashima, you know, hid it, you know, in her clothes, so that, you know, it would be really, you know, uncomfortable for me. But, you know, in a way, you know, that's not even that uncomfortable for him. He doesn't even really care about things like that. You know, he just does what's right, and, you know, he just does what's necessary to get out safe, and he did it. He managed to, you know, figure it out. So that's pretty much it. You know, obviously, like I said, we're gonna more than likely pick up where we left off, and then, yeah, we're gonna see if they get out. Obviously, we have 2 more to go. We have episodes 11 and 12, so we're gonna see what happens. But, you know, the first 2 have been amazing. You know, it just keeps getting better and better, and, you know, at this rate, you know, I definitely don't think we're gonna, you know, get them meeting each other. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna happen in this video. I think, I don't know, I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but I don't see them meeting each other, because, you know, of course, Makishima is still trying to, you know, test things out and see if he's worthy enough to, you know, be one of his, I don't even know. I mean, I'm gonna assume he's gonna try and, you know, manipulate him, you know what I mean? But I don't know if it's gonna work, you know what I mean? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But, you know, for now, he's just testing the waters, you know what I mean? He's just trying to see if he's intelligent enough, and, you know, so far he's passing the test. But I'm gonna assume he's gonna have more coming, you know what I mean? He's just gonna keep testing him more and more, and then once he sees that he's worthy enough, then I'm gonna assume we're gonna get the scene where, you know, they both meet in that what would you call it, in that tower, I guess, you know, that you guys know, you know, the one we got in the beginning of the first episode. And, yeah, it's gonna be great. But, yeah, you know, for now I'm gonna cut, and then, yeah, I will be back with, I don't know why I keep doing this, but, yeah, I'll be back with the rest of the video with episodes 11 and 12, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, for now, I'll see you guys soon with the rest of the video. Alrighty guys, we are here to finish off this video with episodes 11 and 12. We have 2 more to go. And yeah, let's jump into this one. I get the feeling this one's gonna be pretty intense, and you know, maybe the next one as well. I feel like from here on out, you know, it's gonna be pretty intense stuff. So yeah, you know, like I said, it's probably just gonna be a lot of, you know, tests for Kogami and stuff, you know what I mean? And you know, depending on how extreme, you know, he wants to go, you know, Makishima, you know, we'll see. But I get the feeling he's gonna build up to it, you know what I mean? He's gonna build up to it slowly. That's why he's, you know, starting off relatively slow, even though it was still a pretty, you know, intense situation. But no, let's jump into it in 3, 2, 1, and play. Is this them? Yeah, I was about to say.
Inspector Tsunemori, take Masayoka into those tunnels and find Kogami. Let us know when you do. The rest of us will search the area for the source of that jamming signal and destroy it.
All right.
Careful out there.
Yes, sir.
To be honest, I have no idea what's going on. The powerful jamming, this unmapped underground, and a call for backup from Kogami.
Well, we know one thing. It's serious.
Yes, it would seem so.
I've never heard Ko like that. He really sounded desperate.
Yeah.
There's something bad down here.
Alrighty. Yep, starting off right where we left off, and yeah, I just hope, you know, everyone makes it out safe, you know what I mean? I hope, you know, no one gets hurt or anything. I think everything will be fine, but you know, with this show, who knows, right? Saint Supper. Huh.
I don't care much for games of hide and seek.
Yeah, you got baited, man. You got baited.
They want to spoil my fun.
Of course.
This must be it. Take that!
User authentication. Enforcer Shin Kogami. You are a valid user. The target's threat judgment has been raised. Enforcement. Destroy the
Oh, that's so cool looking. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome.
And carefully eliminate the target.
Man. Would you look at that? Yeah, still gotta deal with this guy.
There's a pattern. Silence after every 2 shots. This guy must be using a double-barreled hunting gun.
And he's just literally, he's just having the time of his life witnessing this. This guy, man.
Lovecraft was just blown to hell. That bastard enforcer destroyed it. He finally got his nerve and started to fight.
Of course.
When I was young, I spent a long time working construction in developing countries, mostly infrastructure. The more dangerous the place, the more the job would pay. Conflict would come out of nowhere, and there was no way to predict the next danger or limit the risk. I remember our people getting ambushed once by guerrilla troops. That must have been 70 or 80 years ago.
Damn.
It was gruesome. The colleague next to me was shot with an incendiary.
Oh,
he
man.
was a good friend, and one minute he was shouting and crying out in horror, and then
God.
the next he was nothing but a disgusting lump of flesh melting in the
Ugh.
sea. His blood splattered and dripped down my head, and the smell of his remains, my God, it stuck to me. Stayed with me no matter how I tried to get rid of it. I don't want you to get the wrong idea when I say this, but for me that's a memory that I cherish.
Of course. I don't think you would care.
Alive. It was an indescribable intensity of existence I've never equaled for the rest of my life. But after all this time, I'm finally feeling that intensity again. My heart may now be mechanical, but my blood burns in a way I had forgotten. And you're suggesting I run? Not even you could be that cruel of a man.
From here on, it won't be a game anymore.
That's exactly right. As an avid hunter, I've shot down countless prey over the years, but now I want to confront that enforcer. As a duelist, man to man.
That'd be an epic duel.
Nakashima, surely you didn't invest all this time in me because you thought I'd turn tail now, did you? That wouldn't be interesting to you at all.
Clearly you know me too well.
Of course.
I'll witness the splendor of your life, all the way until you draw your last breath.
Holy shit. This music too. Oh man. Ooh, they traded shots. What the hell is this scene?
It'll be checkmate for you soon enough.
You sure about that? I don't know about that. Oh my god, this music. We always get the most dramatic music when we get a scene with him.
Crime coefficient 328. Enforcement action required.
Got him. Jesus. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, he was a cyborg, so. I mean, I don't know if it was good to, like, do it right in front of her like that, but.
Amazing.
You know.
We
Oh, wow.
did it.
Wow, that's
We
how you
really beat
react?
that monster.
What the hell? You alright, man?
I'm sorry for putting you at so much risk. Once we're out of this place, get therapy treatment as soon as you can. You saw way too many things you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry. I
Yeah,
couldn't
that's what I
shield
was
you from
saying.
that.
That's okay. Don't blame yourself. You've been wonderful. If you're what latent criminals are like, I wouldn't mind being one myself.
Don't be stupid.
Stop it!
What the hell? Oh, is that? You know exactly who that is.
I would love to stay here with you and talk the whole night through.
Holy
but
shit.
since you don't seem to be in proper shape for that, I'll see you again soon.
Dude, what? Man, he's so guarded. That's rough. Oh, that's really bad, because, yeah, now he's really gonna, you know, fuck with her and manipulate her and everything.
Calling this dangerous would be an understatement.
There's bullet holes everywhere.
Must be a shotgun. I think it's been years since I've seen traces of actual gunpowder.
Do you see this blood?
Where are you, Kogami?
Yuki!
Do you know that voice?
It sounds like my friend who went missing. Please, we have to find her. Let's go! That's Kogami!
Yeah. He's basically collapsed.
He's in bad shape. Looks like multiple.
Yeah, but he'll be fine, I hope.
Think you can do it?
I've had my training sessions, but I've never actually done it for real.
Then you'll have to leave it to me.
There's a second man here. He handcuffed your friend and went that direction.
Try to stay out of the way. I can at least stop his bleeding. Huh? Where the hell are you going? Inspector!
This case isn't over yet!
Shit!
It's like a battlefield. No, an execution
Look at all this blood. Couldn't have been just
I don't know if it was good for her
people
to, you know, go by herself, but
For all we know, 100 people could have died down here.
It seems Kogami was lured into this place.
So many massacres.
no,
And
definitely.
to what end? What did the killer do this for?
Some kind of a game, maybe? What? I don't know. It's just a feeling
Wow,
I've had.
he's
Ever since we
literally
got
right
down
too.
here, this place
He's
looks like
literally
the
right.
kind of battle arena you'd see in a fighting game online.
I could understand if it were virtual, but who would play a game using live human beings?
Oh, you have no idea.
This is Hound 1. Can anybody hear me?
This is Shepard 1. What's your status?
I'm tending to Hound 3. He's hurt so bad I'm surprised he's still ticking. A culprit is on the run with a hostage. Shepard 2 is pursuing him alone. You have to hurry. I don't think she's gonna fare so well by herself.
Damn it.
Exactly.
Message has been
We need help.
received. Stay right where you are, Hound 1. We'll head there to assist you now. It sounds like this so-called game isn't over just yet. I want both of you on high alert. Got it?
Yeah.
I feel so heavy. Doesn't even seem like my own body right now.
That's probably because it's full of bullets.
Yeah.
If I try to pull him out and
Exactly.
my nervous hands hit an artery, you could be finished for good.
Yeah.
So I'll save that for the pros. Honestly, I can't believe you're even conscious right now.
And
Yeah.
where is Inspector?
You're strong as hell, man.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. She ran off alone. Apparently she was chasing somebody. I've done all the first aid I can, and you're at least stabilized, so I'm going after her now.
I'm coming too.
Are you an idiot?
I have to.
I hate to do
Well,
that
that's
to a
one
guy
way to
who's
do it.
already hurt, but you're a stubborn ass, and I don't
Of
have
course.
the time to argue with you.
Yeah.
I'd say
Exactly.
the people responsible for this are strong enough to mess you up. That girl's in all kinds of trouble.
Enforcer Masayoka!
Good of you to join us, Inspector. Hold down Kogami so he won't try to follow me.
Yep. He knows it can definitely do that.
Know when to quit, as usual.
You know him.
What is it?
Looks like Ko shot somebody really dangerous.
Toyohisa Senguji?
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Who's that?
Don't you watch the Ministry of Welfare's recommended
Yep.
news?
Why the hell would I watch that crap?
Man, it's way too quiet. There
Stop
they
right
are.
there! This is the MWPSB. Drop your weapon and surrender.
Crime coefficient 79. Enforcement action not required. The trigger is now locked.
Akane, help! Just hold on, Yuki. You'll be fine.
Oh yes, I know your face. You're the
This guy,
promising young
man.
Inspector Akane Tsunemori, aren't you?
And you're the
course.
madman who dragged Yuki into this.
I'm Shogo Makishima.
Yep.
Makishima.
Interesting. So you've
Interesting.
heard my name before. That's encouraging.
Interesting that he just
Nice
straight
to
up
know
said
you're
it
not
like that.
completely clueless.
We've got serious charges against you for multiple crimes in this city. Based on the Citizens' Charter, I demand you come with me for questioning and the due enforcement of the law.
If we need to talk, let's do it right here, right now. We're both busy people, right?
You think you can escape from me?
Don't they train you to buy time for your backup in this situation? You should promote lively conversation to distract me. I'm sure a more experienced detective would remember that. Now, when you said multiple crimes, which exactly were you referring to? Masatake Mido? Or perhaps Rikako Oreo?
Just as I thought.
I think people only have real value when acting on their own impulses and desires. So I've asked quite a few people about their suppressed free will. I encourage them, I facilitate, and then I watch for the truth to play out.
Don't talk yourself up. You're a criminal, nothing more.
There's a good conversation starter. How do we define criminal? Maybe that dominator you're holding. Shall we allow the Sybil system, that which governs it, to decide what I am?
Crime coefficient under 50. Enforcement action not required. Trigger will remain locked.
By reading a bioorganism's
he knows what he's done.
Systematic scan, some very smart people have found a way to analyze a person's mind. The intelligence of science finally uncovered the secret of our souls, and our society has changed drastically because of it. The problem is free will has been stripped from the equation. And if man is not judged by their choices, then how are we really deciding who is good and who is evil?
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm talking about seeing the naked splendor of people's souls. I want to see our precious lives played out on the stage of the world. But how can our souls be precious if they're not utilized? If we base our lives on Sybil's oracle and not our own free will, then can our souls have value? Well, since I'm here, I guess I'll try testing you too. Let's put your judgment as a detective to the test.
Hold on! What are you planning to do now?
I'm going to stand next to this woman named Yuki Funahara, and I'm going to kill her. Right before your eyes.
Crime coefficient 48. No enforcement action required. Trigger will remain locked.
If you want to stop me, instead of using that useless piece of scrap metal and circuits, you can pick up the gun I just gave you and shoot me. Pull the trigger and the bullet will fire.
I can't do that.
This guy is actually insane.
That isn't how it works.
You mean because I'm a good, upstanding citizen? Because that's what Trusty Sybil has declared.
Oh my god.
No enforcement action.
It's not gonna work. It's not.
But why?
That's a question I've been asking for a long time. Ever since I was a child, actually. My psychopath has never been anything but the purest white. It's never gotten cloudy, not even for a moment. I think my body must be deluding itself, performing all sorts of vital reactions as if I'm a saint.
Wow.
Encouraging me to continue on with a clean conscience.
Wow, the episode was called Saint Supper. What the fuck is this?
Yuki!
You inspectors just aren't qualified to measure my sins. If there are people left in this world who can judge me, it is the fallen. Those who've shown they have the freedom to become killers based on their own will.
I'm warning you
Holy
now!
shit.
Let her go!
There's no way.
Or else you'll kill me, get up off of the sidelines, and for once lay claim to your own soul. That would be a rather precious ending in its own ironic way. Feel it, the importance of life resting gingerly against your fingertip. As long as you're Sybil's puppet, you can never experience that. That's the weight of decision and free will.
Crime coefficient under 20. No enforcement action required. Trigger will remain.
It's not gonna work.
René Descartes. He said that those who can't make a decision
Man, it's even
can't do
lower
so
now.
either because
What?
their passions are too great or because they lack
It works the opposite way for
Find your
him.
resolve. Unless you hold the gun firmly, the bullet will miss. Now, aim with the intent to kill.
Oh no, please don't. I swear, if she shoots
Not enough resolve. How very regrettable for you. Your failure has cost your friend's life.
No!
disappointed me, so I have to give you your punishment.
Don't! Please!
Regret helplessness, Akane, and feel true despair.
Crime coefficient 0. No enforcement action required.
What?
Trigo will remain locked.
Yuki, no!
That's
Oh my god. What is this show? What the fuck? I have no words. I literally...
So, you're awake.
What the fuck was that?
Where's Inspector Tsunemori?
I let her die without doing anything.
Oh my
I let her
god.
die without doing anything.
Tell me what happened.
The man from the picture.
Mm-hmm.
It was him.
What man? What do you mean?
Shogo Makishima. The Dominator won't work. It won't judge him.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck do we do? How? There's nothing to do against him. It's not even possible. It's not... What do you do? There's nothing. There's nothing you can possibly do. How the fuck do you... What? It's not even fair. It's actually not even fair, though. Oh my god. Man, poor Akane, holy shit. I feel so bad for her. What the hell? You motherfucker. This guy, man. Oh, god damn it. It's fine, I'll just fix the volume. What the fuck was that? That was the best episode of the series. It just was. I don't even think anything comes close. You know, obviously, I think it was episode 8, right? Or some. I think it was in the last video, but there was another amazing one. I think it was episode 8, but although, no, I think it was like episode 6 or something. I don't know, but no, that one was just on another level. That was how, like, I thought in the last video when we did that whole, you know, when what was your name? Rikuko did that whole, you know, the art and everything, you know, using people. I did not think we were... Dude, this is getting more fucked up as we go. How is that even possible? That is so fucked. He knew exactly what he was doing because he knew that she wasn't gonna do it. He knew. You know what I mean? He knew that she was too, you know, kind-hearted. You know, she's too kind-hearted to do it, to, you know, kill him. So he just literally put his life on the line like a psycho, unironically. But what the fuck? This is so... Man, she's broken now. and I don't know how she recovers. You know, I don't even think she can ever recover from that. Because, you know, obviously it was one of her best friends, so, you know, of course that's gonna just hurt her even more. You know, it's gonna damage her, you know, mental state, her psychological state. And I don't know how she recovers. You know, obviously, you know, Kogami's recovering as well. You know, obviously, he's gonna hopefully try and, you know, support her and everything. But I mean, what the fuck do we do? What, like, seriously, what do we do though? Because he's genuinely just a normal guy in society. We literally saw it at the end of the episode. He's just a normal guy in society, living like there's nothing wrong. He's not doing anything wrong. And it almost works the opposite way. You know, I said it during the episode, but it almost does work the opposite way, because the more he does, the lower it goes. So what do you possibly do? What can you even do against that? He literally has said that it never goes above 50. Or anywhere, I mean, you know, I think it was near 50, that one. There was a little time span, but his entire life, it's never even gone there. So clearly, yeah, he's, you know, he's doing something. He's done something to be able to control it, or I don't know what he's done, but he's a genius. He's a mastermind. And, you know, I literally said it in the beginning of the video. I don't see what we're supposed to do. How do you stop him? How do you stop him? It's not even possible. Like, the only way is to shoot him. That's the only way. But I mean, Akane's not gonna do it. Kogami would. I think he would, probably. I don't know, though. Like, you know, for example, like, if he was in that situation, you know what I mean? If Kogami was in that situation instead of Akane, you guys think he would have done it? I'm not sure. I think he would have, but, you know, I don't think it would have been easy for him either. You know, I think it would have been tough, but, you know, obviously it's different with him because, you know, he has personal history and stuff, and, you know what I mean, with Makishima, so it's different with him, but at the same time, it's also different with Akane because it's pretty much her best friend, so, you know, it goes both ways, so. Where do we go from here? You know, obviously we have one more episode, and, you know, obviously everyone seems like they made it out, you know, obviously except for Yuki. Man, poor Yuki. Man, you know, it really did seem like we got out, you know what I mean? It did seem too good to be true, you know, I didn't mention it, but, you know, it really did seem too good to be true, you know, and of course, you know, unfortunately, you know, Kogami was injured, so he wasn't able to, you know, stop him, you know what I mean? He wasn't able to help her, and, you know, that's how Makishima, you know, that's what he took advantage of, you know what I mean? The fact that he was injured, and yeah, he just snatched her right away. And, you know, it sucks. You know, I think in a way, you know, Kogami's also gonna feel, you know, just responsible, you know what I mean, for that, you know. I think it was earlier in the episode, but, you know, it might have been in the last one, actually. But, you know, Genoza basically, you know, just really was brutally honest with, you know, with Akane, and basically said that, you know, if it wasn't for her doing, you know, none of this would have happened, and, you know, everything would have been good. You know, we would have had everything under control if it wasn't for her, you know, letting him go by himself. And I literally, you know, I said it, you know, when that happened, you know, it's not really the greatest idea to, you know, split up in that type of situation, but, you know, at the same time, you know, they didn't really have much of a choice. But, you know, I think it's time to conclude this, and I'm not even sure. You know, I would say, you know, this is going to be a more, you know, chill and relaxed episode, you know, compared to the last one, but at this rate, you know, I'm not even sure, you know, at the rate that, you know, this show's going. You know, I'm not even sure I can say that confidently because, you know, I feel like after each episode it just gets more brutal. You know what I mean? So let's just do it. There's nothing else to say. You know, I talked about pretty much everything, and I have no idea, but we gotta find a way. You know, I think Kogami's definitely gonna be one of the people that can find a way to stop him, you know, or at least, you know, think about a plan or something that might work, because, you know, it's not hopeless yet. I don't think it is. You know, I don't think it's hopeless yet. I think we still have something to, you know, because obviously, you know, the fact that he has managed to, you know, program it that way, and, you know, for his psychopaths to always stay down, there's got to be a way to, you know, just, I guess, fix that, or, you know, cancel that, or whatever, or disrupt that, you know what I mean? Because, but, you know, at the same time, he might be the only one that would know how to do that. So, in a way, you know, I don't know how you would do that, but maybe you find a way to force him to, or, you know, reverse it. You know, like I said, I don't know how you would do that, but, you know, we'll see. Let's jump into this in 3, 2, 1, and play. What the hell? Why are we starting with a flashback 3 years ago? What the hell? What is this? Nice. Nice job. Me. Nice.
That looks painful. I thought you took care of your nails. Look, isn't this cute? This off-brand stuff works just like the kind for authorized rockers.
Sorry about
See?
that.
No difference. Sit. Here. Yayoi!
Oh, interesting. We're getting Yayoi backstory. I wasn't expecting this. We haven't had much of her so far.
Rise and shine, patients.
Wow.
It's time to get up and start our day with a smile. And for all our guests who are latent criminals, keep working to purify your hues.
Sure.
A pure hue shall set you free.
Jesus Christ.
Rise and shine, patients. It's time to get up and start our day with a smile.
Sure.
And for all our guests who are latent criminals, keep working to purify your hues. A pure hue shall set you free.
That's beautiful.
Rise and shine, patients. It's time to get up and start our day with a smile.
Who, me? An enforcer? For the police?
The Sybil system determined that you would have a high aptitude for
Hey,
it.
this is where she got
You're a latent
appointed.
criminal. You won't get this chance again.
Does this mean that my psychopath is never getting back to a normal hue?
Whoa, what the hell? I knew, okay, what the hell? In English, too. What the hell? Yeah, everything we've got up until this point. Oh, this is so loud, isn't it? Out of control, okay. Yeah, again, like too much. Man.
Utilize your talents to the fullest.
I don't know if that was better than the first one, but you know, it was definitely awesome.
Occupational aptitude test. Help contribute to our wonderful
Hey,
civilization.
he's learning.
Thanks to the OAT's implementation, any free civilian can enjoy art, nature, and peace.
Loading service.
Hey, hold up.
Are you
That-
Miss Kanizuka? The items you requested to borrow and purchase have arrived. Please verify
Nice.
the contents.
Wait a second.
Yes?
It's too light. Something
Oh.
I ordered must be missing. Where are my Ernie Ball guitar strings?
That purchase was not approved.
Again? How often do I have to request them?
I'm sorry. Please submit another request for them.
Come on! I haven't been able to play a guitar
that's
for over
unfair.
6 months. Look at my hands. I'm already losing my calluses. You expect me to play with soft fingertips?
Your hue has changed to dark yellow.
Don't worry. Breathe it in. Your hue's been pretty stable lately. Despite this setback, you should still be able to leave soon.
Sure.
And when you do, you'll be playing that guitar again that you're always talking about. It's a critical time for you. Be patient. I'll leave some supplements behind.
Loading service.
You're wasting your time asking me.
Actually,
Really?
I'm here for something else.
These are pictures of
There he
street
is.
scanners vandalized in the last few months. Each incident has a different culprit, and none of their MOs are the same. So naturally, we didn't think they were connected. That is, until we plotted the culprit's movements and noticed this. They'd all come out of Kitazawa and the Senegai Award. Our theory? Some kind of anti-establishment counterculture insurgencies formed there. We want to eliminate it.
So what?
We'd like you to help us. A while back, you were a musician in Kitazawa, weren't you?
Yeah,
You played in a
you were.
band, Amalgam. Bet you know every inch of that place. What is
Sure.
it? Okay, I'll try.
Who is that?
Sasayama. He's getting tired of waiting.
Kuro Sasayama. Man, are we gonna? I was about to say,
Still
are we gonna get to see him?
Oh, and no smoking in the car.
Okay,
Yeah, man, come on. You should know that.
Why couldn't you have stayed behind?
Sorry, I'm off the clock the rest of the day.
So our candidate's a former authorized punk rock guitarist.
Yep.
How does an authorized musician end up becoming a latent criminal?
Beats me. I've heard
Yeah.
of some cases where
Me too.
authorized people's hues change. Most of the time, they're artists who've become consumed with their work.
Wow.
That would make
Things that
sense,
arouse
but
strong feelings like art can be a good thing if they make you happy. If not, they act almost like poison. That's why going into the arts requires
you fall asleep.
Work on a painting for too long, and the next thing you know, they've locked you up and thrown away the key. Yikes. So, you really think this chick will come work for us?
I heard she desperately wants to return to society.
She does. Guess she is crazy.
What makes you think I'll be so good at this job? I have to know why. Are you saying I have some hidden aptitude for it?
Yes. See, in this line of work,
Hey.
you need a good nose. And a nose
Sure.
that sniffs out clues. The Sybil system's determined that you have that nose. Just what the police are looking for.
This Sasayama, is he the one who is tired of waiting?
Yeah.
An enforcer?
Sure.
He is.
So you inspectors do lead them around, like they're pathetic dogs. And you just want another one on your leash with a good nose, don't you, Inspector? Well, I refuse. I'm not doing anything that'll ever cloud my hue again.
Is it true? You want out to play your music again?
That's none of your business.
Well, I can tell you miss your guitar. You've put in purchase requests for guitar strings 23 times.
Wow, I thought it would be more than that.
Alright, that's enough. Get out!
Once it gets about the guitar, it's personal, you know what I mean?
Don't know, but Kogami is good. Better chance with him in there than me.
Yeah.
Is that your way of finally admitting you're a charmless bastard?
Shut up.
There it is. Yep, and that's what got her. That would make sense.
Yayoi! What are you doing? You can't hang with unauthorized bands.
Wow.
Your hue will cloud up. What?
I gotta go. Sorry. We didn't get to finish. Here. You can have it.
Oh, that's it. She kept that until now. Wow.
Stay and listen. An unauthorized band's music is worthless. You should know that by now.
The only thing worthless is letting Sybil decide what kind of music to make. If you want my opinion.
Wow, what a beautiful transition.
To be blunt, there's no way to know of, let alone check out every club in Kitazawa. The area is full of abandoned buildings or just dumps with absentee landlords. It all leads to people pretty much setting up stages and venues wherever they want. It's not uncommon to see a show and then a night later find the place vanished without a trace.
So only those living in the neighborhood will know the specific dates and venues of the really underground events.
Yes. But there are a few common venues that everyone seems to know and use. And you can narrow down this list further by only looking at the ones your vandals have visited.
That would make sense.
If this group exists, this antisocial movement of vandals and anarchists, then it's likely they're using either the Yellow Hood Club or the 2-7 Club as basis for their operations.
She's good, isn't she? That's why you got her.
2-7 Club checking in. Nothing suspicious here so far. Everything's clear on my end.
This
Nice.
is Yellow Hood checking in. There's nothing out of the ordinary here either.
Roger.
Except for these girls. I gotta come here more often.
What is it?
Sounds like he's having a good time.
Yeah.
He got used to a new environment. Stay put long enough and you'll adapt to anything.
Yeah.
Your subconscious turns the strangeness you see into a new normal that your emotions won't rebel against. That goes for me, the enforcers, even latent criminals in the rehabilitation facility.
What are you getting at?
Most don't come back from the rehabilitation facility with a normal state of mind. Or, I should say, no one does.
Yeah.
Some break down from the confinement. Some see their hue get so clouded they're executed. But those are extremes. Most of the latent criminals just become accustomed.
To what?
To a life where things are always being taken away from them. And then that emptiness ends up swallowing them whole. Of course, overcoming this state of mind through willpower might be possible for someone of your talents, but there's a quicker, easier way, too.
What is that?
A dominator. The Sybil system only allows inspectors and enforcers to carry and use it. It's the power behind the takers.
The power behind the takers.
If you want to stop things from being taken from you, then join the people who do the taking. The dominator you hold is what makes it possible. Kanizuka, your ID is registered to that gun.
What? Why would you do that?
Whoa.
You never know what might happen when you're on duty. Always carry it.
I got eyes on possible perps. They've been standing by the bar for a while, holding a brown bag. I bet they're here dropping something off. Total amateurs. Piece of cake.
Don't be reckless.
Yeah.
That's Rena singing.
Excuse me, fellas.
Yeah, what?
Mind if I take a look?
What the hell?
Bingo. You guys got a bomb in here, don't you?
Well, that was pretty easy.
I'm an enforcer.
Crime coefficient over 150.
There he goes.
Told him not to get reckless. Damn it!
Where's the fire extinguisher?
Lord.
Emergency. Order all drones to Club 27. This is Ginuza. I'm an inspector with the MWPSB.
Yep.
I'm requesting a fire department dispatch. Listen up, folks. Just stay put. I have questions.
I'm positive that was Rena's voice.
You're right.
Don't move, or I slice her up.
Hostage crime coefficient 98. Enforcement action not required.
Not quite. So close though.
She okay?
You guys gonna shoot me or not? Come on. You're nothing but
Oh my
a fascist
God.
servant of Sybil.
Oh my
Kill
God.
Whoever she tells you to.
Well, you are fired
Daru.
up.
He's using
Daru
her
from
luck
Steins
gun.
Gate.
Yeah, but she's reading a 98. That's practically a latent criminal. How about we round up and waste them both?
You can't go around shooting everyone.
You're a nice guy, Co. Sure hope it doesn't end up killing you one day.
What's going on in there?
Some guy threw a bomb. It's chaos.
Do you know what happened to Rena from Prophecy? The girl who was just on stage singing? She was up there right when the explosion went off.
You're in our way!
Oh god, now I'm a little bit worried. I hope she's alright.
You call this a world where people can enjoy nature and the arts? Sybil won't even let me play my music!
How lucky for you! You won't waste your life pursuing some stupid dream when you got no real talent!
Easy.
Shut up!
Rena,
Yayoi!
are you okay?
Yeah, it went off pretty far from the stage,
Yeah.
so I'm... Hey, wait,
Yeah,
what are
you're-
you doing
you're
back
fine.
in town? Did you get out of rehab?
It's kinda hard to explain. I'm here with the MWPSB.
The cops?
Yo, Rena! Thanks for waiting. This is all we managed to save.
That's
All
okay.
right.
You tried. How many are left?
Are those?
Rena, who is this chick?
What the hell?
No one. Go on ahead.
What's going on?
I said go. I'll catch up.
Yes, ma'am.
Rena, what is all this?
Drop
What
your
the
guns,
hell is she up
or she
to?
dies!
Oh, nice. That was a nice move.
Crime coefficient 314.
You're
Here we
gonna
go.
make a mess.
Jesus. There he goes.
As you can probably tell, we are attacking Sybil. We are rebelling.
If you do that, you become worse than a latent
Oh,
criminal.
God.
If you're captured, they'll execute you.
Well then, you're a different person than I thought you were.
Holy shit.
Yayoi. You should join with us.
Rena,
This
I can't
voice
do it.
acting too.
Why not? Because you're an authorized artist?
No, that's not it.
But you've seen how messed up this world is. You can't deny it. They call this a democracy, but the people who win our elections are nothing but impotent figureheads. This isn't a free
A lot of
country,
people would agree with that.
It's a farce. The people who rule over us are all chosen by Sybil. Every day people become slaves, giving their lives to a program, and they're all too brainwashed to even notice. But our music, with that we have power. We can change people's hearts and minds. We'll turn the slaves of Sybil into free men and women. And when enough people hear our music, the world will be reborn.
That's wrong. It's not what I wanted.
Yayoi.
The whole time I was away, the only thing that kept me going was dreaming about playing music again. Just rocking out and being on stage, right next to you.
You should have dreamed bigger.
How could you do
When
this?
you left, I finally realized how empty my life had become. How little power I had. Your way won't change anything. Do you hear me? It's totally pointless without power.
It's pointless?
That's right. We need a powerful movement behind our music, Yayoi.
Rena, we used to have such a good thing going. But then it all had to change, huh?
Wow, no way.
A dominator. It's Sybil's eyes.
You're really choosing to side with them?
Don't do this, Rena. Come with me. It's not too late, there's still time. If you stay on this path to a rebellion, all you're doing is helping sign your own death certificate.
Yeah.
Please, Rena, come with me. Undergo a rehab program.
Or you shoot me? Is that it?
Yeah, if that's the only option I have left for stopping you.
You don't have it in you.
Oh.
No,
Man, this is
Stop.
Casimo
I'll
all
do
over
it.
again.
I'll shoot you, I swear.
Invalid user. Gun deactivated.
What?
What the hell? Come on! Shoot, damn it!
She must have done something, right? I'm gonna assume.
Rena, come back! Wait.
Hey!
All right. Well, I'm glad it worked out.
Sure.
You know, I almost had a heart attack. I can't believe you gave a Dominator to a latent criminal who's not an official enforcer. That's gotta be a first. Hey, are you still there?
Sorry about that. I thought it'd be a necessary experience for her. But the fact that she was willing to shoot means Sybil made the right call. I gotta run.
Yeah.
Later.
Oh. Now again, ED.
I'll become an enforcer.
What?
I'm in.
That's what we like to hear.
Choose your side.
Oh. Hey. This is a perfect song for her character. It completely is perfect. All alone with you, huh? Man, what an amazing episode. Just a nice little episode about, I was not expecting that. You know, that was not on my bingo card, especially, after all we got. you know, after everything we went through and everything, I really was not expecting a Yayoi episode. But, you know, it was definitely amazing. You know, I really enjoyed it. You know, it was just so cool to, you know, it was pretty, it literally, yeah, it was just a full-on just backstory episode. The entire episode was just backstory. You know, we didn't even get to, you know, see the present day at all or anything like that. It was just entirely backstory. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. I'm gonna make a cut. I'm just gonna plug in my phone. But yeah. Alrighty guys. Let's talk about the episode. You know, I really enjoyed it, you know. Yeah, full on backstory episode, you know. I think it was a nice little self-contained story for sure, you know. Just getting some context, you know what I mean, of Yayo's character. It was definitely appreciated, you know. I think I mentioned her, you know, towards the beginning, you know, in terms of just, you know, not getting too much of her, you know what I mean, not enough, you know. So this was appreciated. I think it was great, you know. Maybe another episode about Calgary, yes, that would be cool too, you know. That would be cool as well, you know. We haven't had a crazy amount of him, and you know, I think we've got a good amount of Masaoka. We, you know, not in terms of, you know, his backstory and stuff, but, you know, because his would probably, yeah, that would be something I'd be interested in, you know, because he's pretty wise and experienced. So, but just in general, you know, we had rarely even got to see Yayo, you know what I mean? It was just, you know, once in a while, pretty much, you know. It wasn't that frequent. So, you know, getting her was great. You know, it was definitely, you know, how do I explain it? It was definitely welcomed. Yeah, right? You guys know what I'm trying to say. You know, it was appreciated. You know, so I'm glad we got that. For some reason, I don't have a ton to say, though, you know, in terms of, because, you know, of course, this doesn't really mean too much, you know, for the present day and everything, but it was just cool to, you know, get some context. That's pretty much what it was. But no, I really appreciated it. You know, obviously it was cool to see, you know, Sasayama as well. You know, that was cool to see him. You know, just getting him, you know, even for, you know, one episode, you know, he seems like a great guy. He seems like he was a great guy, Sasayama. But, you know, obviously, you know, Kogami was amazing in this episode too. Obviously, he's the one who, you know, managed to, you know, convince her to, you know, join them. And yeah, you know, the last thing I do want to touch on is, you know, of course, their band and everything, and, you know, how she was willing to just do it. You know what I mean? How she was willing to just, you know, stop her, because, you know, she was, you know, her good friend was obviously trying to rebel against them. So, you know, she didn't hesitate, really, you know. And, you know, I do feel bad for her. You know, it was just, I just appreciate, you know, all the just conversations and, you know, all the just, you know, philosophy in the show as well, you know, in terms of, you know, oh man, I didn't catch her name, but, you know, she was talking about how, you know, she felt controlled, you know what I mean, and she wanted to be in control. She didn't want to be, you know, told, you know, what to do. She wanted to be in control, and, you know, she thought that, you know, through their music, you know, if they were to create music together, you know, that would be the answer. You know, that would be their way of, you know, not being controlled and really just asserting themselves, you know what I mean, in the world. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, it was not the most, you know, positive, you know, way to think, because, you know, like Yayo said, you know, she was pretty much going against everything that they had, you know, all the values that they had portrayed or, you know, tried to portray this entire, you know, the entire time that they were creating music together, you know. But I guess, you know, of course, you know, she talked about it, you know, as soon as she lost Yayo, that pretty much, you know, that was pretty much a part of, you know what I mean, that was a part of her that was lost, and, you know, she wasn't ever the same, you know. So yeah, it's just a really tragic story, to be honest. But, you know, of course, in the end, you know, everything worked out, and yeah, that's how we got Yayo. So that's pretty cool. The new LP was cool, you know, the new intro, you know, the song was cool. You know, English songs are, you know, in anime specifically, are they're interesting. You know, I don't really know how I feel about them. You know, it's always interesting, though, you know, to get an English, you know, opening and stuff. You know, I thought it was good, but I still prefer the first one. You know, I just, in terms of visuals, I think it's close, but I don't know, the first song is just so amazing, man. You know, you can't go wrong with that one. It's just so, and the outro as well. But I don't know, the thing with the outro is that, you know, at the same time, it's like, you know, that was, I don't know if that's gonna be, they might just, you know, because they obviously, I'm pretty sure they changed it every time, you know, every episode. Like, the visuals were different, but the song was the same. So I don't know, the reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, the outro was, I don't know, I feel like it was perfectly, you know, it was trying to, it was directed at her character, you know what I mean, the lyrics and everything, and, you know, I think it was great for her character. So I'm not really sure if, you know, they're gonna change it or not, or, you know, maybe it's gonna stay the same. But yeah, obviously, I didn't mention it, but, you know, I once we got the intro, I you know, figured this out in my head. This is the second half. We're officially into the second half. Yeah, this is, in a way, the second act or whatever, you know what I mean? Because obviously, I'm pretty sure there's 22 episodes, right? So we're obviously in the second half, which is crazy to even, that's just insane to even think about. You know, we haven't been doing this show for that long, and, you know, obviously it's pretty short. You know, obviously 22 episodes is not that long, even though I'm not sure about this, but I think there's other stuff as well. I will more than likely do those as well, you know, after I finish the show and stuff. But let me just, you know, double check, because, you know, I just want to make sure. Apparently there's 41 episodes. I swear there was 22. Oh, okay, so apparently, yeah, so, okay, yeah, so there's 3 seasons, yes, yeah, okay, yeah, no, there's way more, yeah, okay, it's just, yeah, okay, so yeah, it seems like they, you know, they did the first season, and then obviously, you know, there was a bit of time and stuff, so yeah, I think I saw that the third season was like a few years later. Yeah, 2019. Okay, wow, that's like, I mean, that's even relatively recent. You know, but yeah, yeah, so, you know, of course, in terms of the first season, you know, that we're officially into the second episode. Yeah, never mind, there's actually a good bit to go, but we're at least no, we're not even a third of the way through. No, not yet. We're about to be a third of the way through, but we're not there yet. And yeah, I did also see apparently there's movies and stuff too, so yeah, I'll just, you know, look at the proper order and stuff after we're done with season 1 and everything, and then yeah, you guys can also let me know. That would be great. But yeah, that's gonna do it. You know, it was another amazing set. You know, I just feel like every set, you know, keeps topping itself. You know, I do think it was better. You know, I think this one was better than the last set. You know, it was just amazing, man. You know, it had all the elements that, you know, make the show just perfection, and, you know, it's just amazing. And yeah, I can't wait for next time. You know, I will, of course, you know, I will do another poll and stuff soon. I don't know when, but I'll just, you know, do it whenever. You know, I'll do another poll asking, you know, how many episodes we should do and stuff, and then yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, keep doing that, you know, throughout the series, and, you know, it seems to be working out. You know, I think it's working pretty well. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I forgot if there's any other names that I should be listing down and stuff. I don't remember, but you know, because I did in this video I did list down Joji, but that's the only one. I mean, you know, Yuki we already pretty much knew, so you know, and of course she's no longer with us, sadly. Yeah, I don't think there's any other names. I mean, it would be cool. I mean, yeah, the guy's gone as well. You know, the cyborg. You know, it would be cool to, you know, I don't know. I'm not even gonna bother anymore because, you know, there's no point. But yeah, another amazing set. The show just, you know, gets better and better. It's just, you know, more impressive after every video. And yeah, I can't wait to continue it. You know, like I said, it's by far, you know, my top show that I'm checking out right now. It's not even close. You know, the show's levels above anything else, and you know, that's you know, just a massive compliment. And you know, I can definitely see, you know, why everyone wanted me to check it out. You know what I mean? I can definitely see why it's so, you know, well respected and praised and stuff. And you know, I'm not even a third of the way through, so I get the feeling it's gonna be an all-time favorite, you know, by the time we're done. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.